One I remember very well, and this is so painful. There is a time we could not even afford sanitary pads, and we used to use cloths. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm planning to make a financial literacy video regarding money, of course, but before then I just want to give you a small story as to where I started with all this money and wanting to have a good relationship with money. So I come from a family of four, and my dad passed 19 years ago, that is 2000, and my mom was left with a burden of four kids without a stable job, without a stable job. So she had to work it out without even knowing where to start. That's where the money issue started, because my dad was the breadwinner in the family. So the moment I finished, my high school life was really not stable, because I remember so many times I was sent home because I didn't have school fees. And I remember there's a time I went for a whole term, like almost 3 months, when I was in Form 3, because my mom could not get money, and the bank that she was getting loans from told that she cannot get more money because she had already taken enough. So I managed to go back to school. I can't remember how it happened, where she got the money, but I managed to get to school. And immediately after Form 4, I could not go to college because my mom could not afford to take me to college, because my siblings, my younger sister who was behind me, was in high school, and the other one was also in high school, and my mom really strived so hard to give us a good education. So our last one was in boarding school, the other one is in high school, and I was there waiting to go to college. And we didn't have money. So what happened, I started needing money. My mom cannot provide for me whatever money I want. I remember very well, and this is so painful. There is a time we could not even afford sanitary pads, and we used to use cloths. It was really bad. I remember that there is a specific year that it was really bad for my mom, and we used to use a towel. We tear, or we torn or tear, I don't know. We used to use towels, because my mom could not afford even 50 shillings, because she had so much loan in the bank. So we had to come up with a way out to be able to survive during that time of the month. And we could wash the clothes, hang them during the day, and then probably use it during the night. It was really bad, and that's where I said I have to so working hard. I don't care how I don't care how I'm going to do it, but I'm going to work so hard so that I can be able to take care of my sibling, take care of my mom in the old age, and probably when I have a family, I can be able to take care of them. So after high school, I started looking for jobs, and okay, after high school, I started looking for a job, but I was really fresh. I didn't have papers apart from the high school certificate. So I used to accompany my mom I come from Kirinyaga County, where we have coffee and tea estates. So I used to accompany my mom to tea estates so that we could pick tea, and then we will be paid per kg, and then that money we'll use it to buy supper or to sustain us along the way. So I used to wake up very early, by 6 minutes, in the tea plantation, because I was not really good in picking tea, and I wanted to wake up as early so that I can be able to at least get 100 shillings per day. So it was really hard, and then fortunately I managed. An uncle of mine looked for a job for me in a muhindi shop. You know, in an Indian shop, muhindi, you do everything. You are the secretary, you are counting money, you are cleaning, you are basically anything. And that's where I said again, I want to be the best. So I really worked hard for a whole year because I really wanted to go to campus. I worked hard so much, and I got to save money. And I remember that year was the year for the following year we are going for election. I think that is 2013. Yeah, we were going for election. I had to stay at home for almost 3 years before I go to campus after high school. So that year we were almost going for election. I applied for a job for this registration, voters registration, and also did the part for during election. I was the deputy presiding officer, those things. So I managed, out of that job, I managed to get at least 50,000. And the 50,000, I went back to my mom and told her, I have this money. If you can be able to at least support me in some sort of way, I can pay school fees, and also we can be able to pay school fees for the whole term, and then also be able to pay a house. I remember I went to Thika, looked for a house, I paid for a whole semester, and I did shopping for a whole semester. So I knew at that time, one semester I will be able to survive because I have school fees, and I also have somewhere to stay. When I came to Thika, I had to look for a job. I had not even done computer packages. I learned on my own because I wanted something. So I was employed to type in a cyber. I was employed to be a typist in a cyber for student assignment. And then along the way, I saw that was a good job. I worked hard. I applied for help. I remember the money that came for help, I managed to buy some machines to start a cyber business, and that is what sustained me in 3 years in campus. I could be able to pay my school fees. I could be able to help my mom pay my rent and food. I also helped my sisters I remember my sister was also in Moy University. She was doing, so I could be able to help her during the holiday. She would come to stay where I was. We would look for these promotion jobs. You go stand in the supermarket the whole day, and then you get paid 1,000 bob. I remember even I promoted John Walker in clubs for me to be able to survive. So I'm giving this story not to brag on how good I am in hustling or working hard, but I'm here to help or to give a story so that I can be able to encourage that young person who is there. You don't know where to start. You really don't know what is tomorrow holding, or what is there for you tomorrow. But have hopes. Work hard. As long as that thing that you're doing, you know that tomorrow is a better. So immediately after campus, at that time I had started doing online jobs. I had a cyber, so I was saving enough. I moved for my internship, and I really spoke to myself, and I said, immediately after my internship, I want a job. So during my internship, I was still looking for jobs. So I applied for a job, and thank God, 1 month before I finished my internship, I got the job that I have today. But I never stopped doing side hustles. So I would do side hustles, and alongside, I'll also work because I know where I want to go. And I don't want to be in a position where I'm begging or asking for money. I want to be able to take care of my family. I want to be able to take care of my mom at all age. I want to be able to take care of my sister who is in campus right now, because I don't want her to be in the same position. I remember selling doors to construction site when I was in campus. I remember cooking for watu wa mjengo. I was employed to supply food kwa watu wa mjengo so that I could be able to survive. Because I never wanted to beg someone or to use myself so that I can get money. So I'm here to encourage you who you're there, you don't know where to start from. If you are that girl or that boy somewhere in the midst of rural part of Kenya, be encouraged and know that tomorrow is better if you work on yourself. You can do the best. Today I was intending to make money tips on how the five golden rule of money, but I decided to make that video because I felt like I need to tell someone where I come from and what has made. I'm not rich. To your God, talk to your universe, work towards that, and I promise you, you will never regret it. Until next time, keep working hard.